What a beautiful day this is today. It feels like spring, and you get to have wonderful photos outside afterwards. So let me ask that we start the session by introducing myself. I'm Amy Seibert, and I am so proud to be the Dean of the School of Pharmacy. Your student pharmacists have worked so hard for this day, and we can't wait to celebrate you. So let's get this started. We're going to start with the alma mater. So I will ask faculty, staff, students, family, and friends, please rise for our alma mater. And you are in for a special treat as we have our very talented P1 students, Ryan Cameron, Angela Ulawa, Oludayo, Alea Cecilia Rubino, V. Thong Vu, and music on the violin by Catherine Foley. So thank you. We look forward to the performance.
Alma mater, wise and glorious, child of light and bride of truth, over fate and foe victorious, dowered with eternal youth, crowned with love of son and daughters, thou shalt conquer as of yore. Dear old Pittsburgh alma mater, God preserve thee evermore. Dear old
Well, welcome to the 22nd annual Dr. Gordon J. Vanscoy White Coat Ceremony. I am so proud to say that and to welcome each and every one of you here today. As you know, this is a very special day. Today marks the time that you start another journey into professionalism. You have worked so hard over the fall term, and your student pharmacists have diligently engaged in the classroom and out of the classroom throughout student and community organizations, and they've embraced this wonderful profession of pharmacy. They've started that journey to be the medication expert. They've built professional bonds with their colleagues, their faculty, their staff, and their communities. And today is the day that we celebrate that professionalism by providing this very special white coat to each and every one of the students. And I told you the title of this event. Let me discuss and introduce our honored benefactor and special guests. So what is the story behind the name, the philanthropist, Gordon J. Vanscoy? Dr. Vanscoy is a native Pittsburgher and started at Pitt as a first-generation student. He married his high school sweetheart, Beth Ann Swager, while attending Pitt as a commuter. Dr. Vanscoy graduated summa cum laude with a Bachelor of Science in Pharmacy, and then traveled down the Mon River to obtain his PharmD in residency at Duquesne University and the Mercy Hospital. We were so happy that he then returned to Pitt as a faculty member and subsequently completed a faculty fellowship in geriatrics and earned an MBA. Dr. Vanscoy has made an indelible impression on me as a faculty mentor while I was a student pharmacist here at Pitt. With decades of executive experience creating and developing 8 successful biomedical businesses, Dr. Vanscoy is a nationally recognized leader in the healthcare industry and a pioneer in specialty pharmacy. He was the founding architect of Panther Rare Pharmacy, which was named 2018 National Association of Specialty Pharmacy of the Year, as well as in 2020 being recognized in the Wall Street Journal as the U.S. Best Managed Company by Deloitte Private. He is now founding chairman and CEO of both Rare Med Solutions, a very rapidly growing rare disease patient services corporation, and Vanscoy Rare Pharmacy, which just launched in January. Notably, while he expressed his entrepreneurial spirit, Gordon's entire career has been anchored here at Pitt, while he remains a very close advisor of mine. In 2017, he was bestowed the University of Pittsburgh's highest recognition, the Distinguished Alumni Fellow Award, and recently, Ernst & Young awarded him the 2020 Entrepreneur of the Year for the United States. We are absolutely thrilled that Dr. Vanscoy and his wife, Beth Ann, are available to join us today. We are honored that they are here, so please give a round of applause to Dr. Vanscoy as we welcome him to the podium.
You know, life's come full circle. It's a pleasure to be back in Pittsburgh, my hometown, our hometown, and to see, you know, a former, this opportunity to congratulate here at Pitt School of Pharmacy. On faculty in various capacities for 47 years and has taught over 3,000 didactic hours. And in fact, if you look at the number of students, it's probably double that. As a student, when I was a student, she actually taught me pharmacology. As a faculty colleague, she was the model student advocate and has been so throughout her career. She was our first Title IX coordinator and associate dean for students. And I would argue that Sharon has had more of an impact on students than any other faculty member to date. Congratulations, Sharon. Now to the topic at hand. You know, today is dedicated to those who unselfishly sacrifice to enable a better life for others. Yes, we celebrate our students, and it's pretty amazing to see the transformation that will occur. And actually, as we, the faculty, look out at the audience and see our students go from multicolors to a sea of white, it's pretty amazing. You will be transformed by your white coat. And this transformation matures through an education and a profession which is respected, dignified, and secure. You will be poised to impact many patients' lives through your mission of caring, healing, and compassion. But as I mentioned, we have to remember. We have to gratefully remember those who sacrificed to help make it possible for the students to be here today. I celebrate my loving wife, Beth Ann, who worked tirelessly to help support me through school and has been my rock over 4 decades. In fact, it's interesting, while at Pitt, while as a student, actually before the School of Pharmacy and the beginning of School of Pharmacy, Beth would play hooky from either school or work and come to Pitt and sit through a class or two of mine. You know, hopefully you don't try it now because it'd probably get in trouble, but back then it was a fun thing to do. Also, we all express our gratitude towards our parents. And all the students here, I know you have loved ones out in the audience. Although my father and mother, George and Elizabeth Vanscoy, are gone, you'll sense them here at today's ceremony in the pride witnessed on every parent's face and in every student's renewed desire to succeed. I remember when I was a Pitt pharmacy student, and in fact, I believe it was my third year or fourth year, and I was out on experiential rotations, but suddenly, I'll never forget this, I knew my father was just admitted to Presby, and I knew the room he was in, and I was assigned there, and I was concerned, so I went up to see him, and it was amazing because he had just suffered a silent myocardial infarction, and he was in the bed, and my mom was in the room, and when he saw me for the first time, walking into the room, you wouldn't think that there was a thing wrong with him. And in fact, the parents that are here today and the loved ones will have that same feeling, a sense of pride, a sense of accomplishment. And in fact, I think Dad's heart was so enlarged, wasn't just because he had progressive congestive heart failure. It, in fact, was because he was so full of pride. To say the least, Dad introduced me to every doctor and nurse that walked into the room. And it's slightly embarrassing. I'm a pharmacy student on experiential rotation, and all they could do is talk about me. But that was Mom and Dad, and that's likely your mom and dad too. Through this gift that we've made to the school pharmacy, and we haven't been able to make it here for probably the last 5 years. I kind of found this class somewhat special. Let's change that, really special. I think you're going to change the world. And this gift, Beth and I have the opportunity to see its good intention grow 1,000-fold in perpetuity. So I ask you, students, cloak yourselves today with professionalism, integrity, and purity of motive. Wear your white coat proudly. Strive to improve the health of others, and never miss an opportunity to pay it forward. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Dr. Vanscoy and Beth Ann Vanscoy and your family. That gift, that generosity means so much to us as a school, and as you said, to this student group, and they will pay it forward 1,000-fold. I know those families are proud, and when you hear that story, you're thinking of your own story. So thank you again. And now, the president of the class of 2027, Connor Ryan, will speak on behalf of the class.
Family, friends, faculty, staff, and peers, good afternoon. It is my pleasure to welcome you all to the 22nd Annual Gordon J. Vanscoy White Coat Ceremony. Today is a monumental day for the P1 class. Although receiving our white coats marks our first official step towards becoming pharmacists. Earning a white coat symbolizes our transformation in the expectation of excellence in our field. Luckily, in just one semester, we've already built a dense background of pharmaceutical knowledge. Together, we've worked alongside standardized patients, volunteered at local rotation sites, and spent countless hours preparing for our curriculum. All of this while earnestly beginning our mastery of medicine. All of these feats would not be possible without the amazing community here at the University of Pittsburgh. They have given us every opportunity to grow and succeed, not just professionally, but personally as well. With the help of each pharmacy organization, the faculty, staff, and us, our peers, We are being molded into great pharmacists, with the future of the profession in our hands. Therefore, these white coats represent the progress we've already made and act as a promise to continue our development as medical professionals. And so on behalf of the class of 2027, I would like to say a very, very big thank you to Dr. Gordon Vanscoy for sponsoring this event. Through his generosity, we continue our professional development as we strive to become great assets to our community. Throughout our entire pharmacy career, we will look back and remember this moment and your thoughtful contribution. So once again, thank you for believing in us, the future of pharmacy. Thank you.
Thank you, Connor. At this point, I will turn the program over to Dr. Sharon Corey. As you heard, our previous associate, she was thrilled to join us today for this very special occasion, and she will now explain the pharmacy symbols.
Thank you, Dean Seibert, and good afternoon, everyone. Symbols are objects chosen to represent something such as a quality or an abstract idea. There are symbols associated with every profession. For medicine, it is the caduceus, and for law, it is the scales of justice. The RX symbol and the mortar and pestle have been identified with the pharmacy profession since antiquity. RX is an abbreviation for the Latin word recipe, and its translation means take thou. This symbol refers to the prescription for a medication that is dispensed. The mortar and pestle represent compounding when pharmacists use it to pulverize and mix medicinal ingredients. The pharmacy profession is evolving from a product-centered practice to a patient-centered practice. Today, pharmacists are healthcare providers who contribute medication-related care to achieve outcomes that improve a patient's quality of life. The white coat is a powerful symbol of the professional responsibility that pharmacists have as healthcare providers. The presentation of your white coats today represents your passage into the pharmacy profession with all the opportunities and responsibilities associated with professionalism. Today, you will also receive another symbol, a Pitt Pharmacy pin. This pin symbolizes the pride that faculty and alumni feel for the University of Pittsburgh's School of Pharmacy. We hope that each of you will share the pride that we feel for our school. Students will sign the Pharmacy Pledge of Professionalism, proclaiming their commitment to uphold the ideals and principles of the profession. And now we are moving to what we are all waiting for, the awarding of white coats in alphabetical order. Students' bios will be read by various faculty members. While each bio is read, the students will proceed to the stage to be coated by the Associate Dean for Academic Affairs, Dr. Denise Schiff, also Dr. Deanne Hall, and Dr. Dustin Walsh. After students are cloaked in their white coats, they will sign the pledge sheet with Dr. Bob Gibbs. These faculty members all had an integral role for the P1 class this past fall term. Students will pause for a photo at the palm plants with Dean Seibert and Dr. Vanscoy. Each student will receive a photo as a keepsake of this transitional event. Assisting with the reading of the student biographies are Associate Professor Dr. Luke Barenbrock, Associate Professor Dr. Catherine Revich, Director of Experiential Learning and Professor Sue Skladar, Director of Assessment and Associate Professor Dr. Neil Benedict, and PharmD Program Associate Director and Associate Professor Dr. Christine Schonder. As students receive their white coats, we will read comments that they prepared about their plan to personalize their pharmacy education to prepare them for their pharmacy career path. Please hold your applause until the end after all student bios have been read. We will now begin the presentation of the white coats to the class of 2027. Safe Alam. Safe comes from Wexford, Pennsylvania. My top strengths are responsible and caring. I plan to seek out an internship in the pharmaceutical industry and participate in special topics. In my free time, I like to play basketball and watch sports. Alexis Alexander. Alexis comes from Pittsburgh. My top strength is determination. I plan to involve myself in translational research and clinical pharmacy organizations and find internships that intersect with my interests of infectious diseases and treating patients. I intend to author multiple academic publications. I would like to thank my husband, Sean, for shouldering the responsibilities of our family so I can chase my dreams. Eugenia Ajua Ampofo. Eugenia is from Accra, Ghana. My top strengths are woo and strategic. I plan to establish a career in oncology research and compounding. I am the Social Action Co-Chair for the Black Action Society and a member of Zeta Phi Beta Sorority, the incorporated G Delta chapter at the University of Pittsburgh. I like skating, reading, and playing the guitar. Brianna Arovich. Brianna comes from Ringgoes, New Jersey, and holds an Associate's of Science in Mathematics from Raritan Valley Community College. My top strengths are responsibility and empathy. I will join pharmacy organizations to discover new interests and partner with faculty to learn about research opportunities available. During undergraduate years, I was VP of Info and Media for the Fitness Club and the Pre-Med Club Treasurer. I love spending time with animals and traveling. Sean Batinsi. Sean's home is Ronkonkoma, New York. My top strengths are communication and individualization. I plan to use all of the organizations and clubs to personalize my interests for my future career as a pharmacist. I enjoy playing intramural sports with my friends, running, and traveling to new places. My top strengths are positivity and determined. I plan to create connections with peers and professors and experience as many fields of pharmacy as possible. I enjoy staying active and hanging out with family and friends. Samantha Burns. Samantha's hometown is Westchester, PA. My top strengths are determined and high achiever. I plan to personalize my education by connecting with faculty, engaging in outside of the classroom events, and joining pharmacy organizations. I am on the Health and Wellness Committee in Theta Pi Alpha Women's Fraternity and a member of 2 pharmacy organizations. I also volunteered at the Hillman Cancer Center. Ryan Cameron. Ryan comes from Scottdale, PA. My top strengths are charisma and passion for learning. I would like to become more involved with student organizations and school functions so that I may one day be able to provide pharmaceutical community service and education. I have enjoyed being a tour guide at Pitt Greensburg and West Overton museums, as well as an election worker, Scottdale Historical Society volunteer, choir singer, and the Pitt Greensburg's mascot, Bruiser. Becca Carson. Becca's hometown is Williamsport, PA. My top are futuristic and connectedness. I plan to explore many areas of pharmacy by making connections with pharmacists and joining more organizations. I enjoy traveling, shopping, and coffee. Christine Chen. Christine comes from Franklin, PA. My top strengths are restorative and input. I will personalize my education by partaking in industry clubs, working on research with faculty, and joining an ARCO pertaining to analytics, administration, or research. I'm on the Curriculum Assessment Committee and am a member candidate of Kappa Psi, as well as a member of Pitt Pharmacy Investment Portfolio and the Student Industry Organization. Juliana Condoris. Juliana comes from Syosset, New York. My top strengths are responsible and adaptable. I am interested in the pediatric field of pharmacy. I plan on exploring internships with the pediatrics field and looking into joining the pediatrics ARCO. I volunteer at a nursing home in New York, and I like to knit in my free time. At Pitt, I was a part of the Van Diemark Lab. Jigar Dadrawala. Jigar is from North Wales, PA. My top strengths are discipline and positivity. I plan on personalizing my education by joining pharmacy organizations on campus and utilizing Pitt's Health Network for a comprehensive learning experience. At Pitt, I am the president of Jane's Student Association and an RX mentor. I enjoy traveling, running, meeting new people, and being with family and friends. Carolyn Dan. Carolyn's hometown is Gaithersburg, Maryland. My top strengths are learning and determination. I plan to personalize my education by taking advantage of opportunities and organizations to explore the different areas of pharmacy. I make origami, play piano, and like running. Hopefully one day I can finish a half marathon. Ellie Duplicki. Ellie comes from Lansdale, PA. My strengths are problem solver and dedicated. I plan to explore as many options as possible before focusing my education on one area of pharmacy. I am interested in thrifting, coffee, and exploring Pittsburgh. Autumn Ellis. Autumn comes from Horsham, PA. My top strengths are adaptability and arranging. I will personalize my education by taking advantage of networking opportunities, joining organizations, and selecting line with hospital pharmacy. I am a member of ILO. Audrey is from Monroe Township, New Jersey. My top strengths are resilience and compassion. I plan to personalize my education by joining an ARCO, and I'm leaning towards pediatrics. I enjoy listening to music, drawing, painting, and volunteering locally. I played in the National Women's Club Lacrosse Championship Tournament last year. Sage Figura. Sage comes from Carnegie, PA, and has a BA in chemistry from Washington and Jefferson College. My top strengths are achiever and responsibility. I will personalize my education by trying different things outside my comfort zone. I also plan to take different electives to help me decide my path moving forward. At Pitt, I joined APHA, LKS, and PPA. I also intern at Rite Aid. I love cooking, reading, and watching movies, as well as hanging out with my family. Storm Figura. Storm comes from Carnegie, Washington and Jefferson College. My top strengths are achiever and responsible. My strategy to personalize my education is to be open to opportunities and try new experiences to narrow down my career path. I want to be involved in different organizations. At Pitt, I am involved in APHA, LKS, and PPA. I also work as an intern at Rite Aid. I love to watch movies, work out, read, cook, and spend times with my dogs and family.
Catherine Foley. Catherine's hometown is Hershey, PA. My top strengths are harmony and empathy. I plan to apply to the Global Health ARCO because I want to help the underserved and provide holistic care to patients. I enjoy running, skiing, baking, playing the violin, and traveling. This past summer, I studied abroad in Cyprus, where I finished my sociology minor. Kayla Furlong. Kayla is from Exton, PA. Two of my top strengths include adaptability and consistency. In personalizing my education, I aim to network with professionals to discover my specialty. I hope to explore pediatric pharmacy. I enjoy exploring new areas, working out, and volunteering. During the pandemic, I fundraised for a local food bank and sewed over 300 face masks for a hospital. Amaya Gant. Amaya comes from Philadelphia. My top strengths are harmony and futuristic. I plan to incorporate what we learn in class and real-life situations through my work as an intern at UPMC. I love to travel. I want to see as much of the world as I can. Rachel Gavlik. Rachel's hometown is McMurray, PA. My top strengths are strategic and individualization. I hope to combine my love of patient interaction with travel by joining the Community Leadership and Innovation and Practice ARCO and by traveling during my P4 rotations. My accomplishments include class representative for PPA, the Congressional Gold Medal, and a second-degree black belt in Taekwondo, for which I hold 4 state champion titles. I also enjoy competitive ballroom and Latin dancing. Hunter Geibel. Hunter comes from Butler, PA. Command and adaptability are my top strengths. The strengths will significantly impact the level of care I can provide as a future pharmacist. I plan to utilize my knowledge in making prescription counseling more effective for patients in need. I ride dirt bikes, enjoy being in the outdoors, going to the gym, snowboarding, and traveling. Jackson Gerhardt. Jackson is from Mechanicsburg, PA. My top strengths are communication and achiever. I plan to keep an open mind about different careers and ARCOs. I'm in 2 pharmacy clubs, LKS and APHA. I was also a member of the undergraduate sorority Chi Omega. Atreya Ghosh. Atreya comes from Garnet Valley, PA. My top strengths are analytical and harmony. I plan to personalize my education by joining the Pharmacoanalytics ARCO. I also plan on participating in a special topics to get hands-on experience with pharmacy research. I'm the president of the Ethics Bowl team at Pitt. I'm very passionate about debating and ethics. I also like to knit and play Mario Kart. Joshua Goldsman. Joshua is from Rochester, New York. My top strengths are achiever and developer. I plan to personalize my education by pursuing an area of concentration in pharmacotherapy scholars and a residency or fellowship after graduation. I researched in a clinical neurophysiology lab with Dr. Brian Kaufman. Languages. Jacqueline Gould. Jacqueline is from Pittsburgh and has a BS in biology from Coastal Carolina University, magna cum laude. 2 of my top strengths are communication and positivity. I plan to personalize my education by taking advantage of opportunities that allow me to utilize my strengths and to best serve my community. I love to crochet, do yoga, and spend time with my family. Garrison Gunther. Garrison comes from Mount Lebanon, PA. My top strengths are intellection and competition. I'd like to join an ARCO and become involved in different organizations to help me find and develop new interests. I'm an Eagle Scout. I enjoy being outside and being able to travel. Dakota Hefner. Dakota is from Schuylkill Haven, PA. 2 of my top strengths are focus and relator organizations and shadow at different pediatric hospitals. I also plan to join an ARCO. I'm currently the P1 representative for SHHP and an RX prep mentor to 3 pre-pharmacy students. I enjoy relaxing with friends and family in my spare time. Kaya Herb. Kaya comes from Hatboro, PA. My top strengths are includer and restorative. I plan to personalize my pharmacy education by blending academic rigor with real-world exposure, seizing unique opportunities, and fostering a holistic skill set for future success in healthcare. I'm the president of the Kappa Delta sorority. I'm passionate about exercise, knitting, and self-care. Ryan Hernandez. Ryan comes from Lancaster, PA. My top strengths are restorative and deliberative. I plan to obtain knowledge, resources, and tools through special topics. I also seek to utilize my Spanish language skills to build bridges in healthcare. I participated in a mission trip to Yakima Reservation to help underserved Native American children. I enjoy biking, helping others, and traveling. Tori Hurdle. Tori is from Akron, Ohio, and has a BS in biology from the University of Akron. My top strengths are empathy and belief. I aim to collaborate closely with faculty and community members to explore my passion for community pharmacy. During my undergraduate years, I was a member of the Delta Zeta sorority. Over the past 3 years at Giant Eagle Pharmacy, I've actively enhanced my interpersonal skills and deepened my pharmaceutical knowledge. Outside of work, I enjoy bowling, and I cherish moments spent with friends and family. William Huang. William comes from Taiwan. My top strengths are adaptability and restorative. I aim to be a knowledgeable pharmacist by constantly learning the most up-to-date information and ensuring that people in my community use their medications effectively and safely. I play the piano in my free time. Kiana Izabakish. Kiana is from Pittsburgh. 2 of my top strengths are individualization and adaptability. I plan to pursue opportunities through joining the research and global health ARCOs and gaining more exposure to the different fields through networking with providers. I volunteered at the St. Clair Hospital before pharmacy school. I enjoy developing my artistic skills such as drawing, sewing, and playing the piano. Elise Johnson. Elise's hometown is Jeanette, PA, and holds a BS in Health Sciences from Seton Hill University. My top strengths are communication and learner. I plan on personalizing my education by joining an ARCO, as well as getting involved in clubs and organizations. During my undergraduate years, I was a resident assistant, a cheerleader, and a member of the Black Student Union. I enjoy reading, dancing, and traveling. Matea Jurek. Matea comes from Mechanicsburg, PA. My top strengths are achiever and learner. I plan on personalizing my education by joining and participating in pharmacy organizations to learn more about the different paths and discover my interests. I'm a member of PPA, APHA, LKS, and Rho Psi Eta. I enjoy traveling, trying new foods, and music.
Madeline Kaub. Madeline comes from Enola, PA. My top strengths are dedication and curiosity. To personalize my education, I will utilize advisor's guidance, actively engage in club experiences, and explore an area of concentration. At Pitt Pharmacy, I'm actively involved in APHA and LKS. Beyond academics, my passions include exploring Pittsburgh, traveling, and discovering new restaurants. Sarah Kemling. Sarah is from Butler, PA. My top strengths are hardworking and detail-oriented. I'm interested in specializing in organ transplantation or pediatrics, and I plan to join pharmacy organizations to further explore my options. I'm an intern at Giant Eagle Pharmacy, a member of the Pitt dance team, and LKS. In my free time, I enjoy exercising and baking. Ryan Kilty. Ryan comes from Collegeville, PA. My top strengths are learning and collaboration. I aim to personalize my education by prioritizing comprehensive medication management and striving to excel and contribute to optimal patient care. My hobbies include photography and mountaineering. I achieved a milestone with a 405-pound conventional deadlift, showcasing dedication to strength training. Yuli Kim. Yuli is from Pittsburgh. Two of my top strengths are positivity and restorative. I aspire to enrich my academic journey through networking with faculty and colleagues while actively pursuing internships in pharmaceutical and clinical pharmacy fields. I was a marching band member for 4 years and in the PMEA District 1 Honors Band. I volunteered at UPMC Pass Event for 3 years, and I love traveling. Julia Kluge. Julia comes from Orwigsburg, PA. Two of my top strengths are organization and creativity. I currently have an internship at CVS Pharmacy and plan to apply for an internship at the Children's Hospital of Pittsburgh, as I am considering working in a clinical setting with pediatrics. I am a member of LKS and APHA. As an undergrad, I was the historian for the Student National Pharmaceutical Association and ran their social media page. I love to spend quality time with friends and family. Michael Costco. Michael comes from Gibsonia, PA. My top strengths are communicating and strong work ethic. I plan to pursue a pathway in pharmaceutical industry through the use of industry-related organizations, internships, and fellowships. My hobbies are baseball, basketball, and fishing. Madison Kerpiel. Madison comes from Connellsville, PA. My top strengths are learning and responsibility. I plan to personalize my education by working directly with faculty members that specialize in community pharmacy, focusing specifically on independent pharmacy settings. I'm currently a member of Delta Zeta, and I also enjoy reading, dancing, going to concerts, and traveling to new places. Olivia Lee. Olivia is from Harrisburg, PA. My top strengths are developer and individualization. I plan on joining pharmacy organizations to gain experiences through internships. Some of my hobbies include cooking, watching shows with my friends, and listening to music. Sheehan Lee. Sheehan comes from Mechanicville, New York, and has a BS in biology from Stony Brook University. Two of my top strengths are positivity and empathy. I plan to personalize my education by participating in different research projects and networking with various faculty and students to pursue my interests in pharmacy. Include spending time with family and friends, traveling, or trying out new things, or all of these at the same time. Anna Libick. Anna comes from Warrington, PA. I am the president of the Ukrainian Club at Pitt. In my free time, I like to stay active and take fitness classes with friends. Hunter Louie. Hunter is from Mount Laurel, New Jersey, and has a BA in adaptability and curiosity are two strengths that stand out for me. I plan to personalize my education by selecting specialized courses, participating in practical experiences, and seeking mentorship for a custom both NA and EU for WACCA. I'm also a foodie and enjoy a diverse culinary adventure with my significant other. Cindy Liu. Cindy comes from Paoli, PA. My top strengths are creative and responsible. I want to follow my heart and interest through my education by exploring each unique opportunity that presents to me. I am co-president of the Badminton Club at Pitt, and I enjoy journaling, crocheting, and making dessert. Rumsha Maheen. Rumsha is from Mechanicsburg, PA, and previously went to Pennsylvania State University. My top strengths are relationship building and strategic. I will participate and take initiative in research efforts to cultivate skills that will shape me into a reliable and skilled healthcare professional. I'm an active member of IRUSA, which focuses on global humanitarian support, and the AIM Clinic, a free clinic dedicated to supporting underserved communities. I enjoy creating murals and artwork. McKenna Marvin. McKenna comes from Hydetown, PA. My top strengths are achiever and empathy. I intend to tailor my education by proactively networking and utilizing resources to explore distinctive opportunities in the pharmaceutical industry, with focus on diabetes and diabetes management. I'm the vice president of Girl Gains Company. I hold an internship position at UPMC Northwest Hospital, am a member of LKS, and I'm a coffee shop connoisseur. Jaden Mazevsky. Jaden is from Pittsburgh and has a BS in Natural Sciences from Pitt. My top strengths are empathy and context. I plan to personal electives. I'm the P1 representative for APHA ASP and the Pitt PharmD Council. I am an RX Prep mentor and a member of LKS, and I enjoy spending time with family and friends. Aaron McBride. Aaron's hometown is Erie, PA, and he has a bachelor's in biology from Pennsylvania State University. My top strengths are communicator and caring. I plan to focus on becoming a pharmacist in the hospital setting with a preference in ICU care. I enjoy weightlifting and being with friends and family. Sarah McLaughlin. Sarah comes from Buffalo, New York. My top strengths are harmony and achiever. I plan to begin exploring clinical and ambulatory care pharmacy opportunities through clubs and internships to explore and align my career interests and goals. I am a member of LKS and Rho Psi Eta, a pre-health sorority supporting women pursuing careers in the healthcare field. Mary McMonigal. Mary is from Springfield, PA. My top strengths are diligent and responsible. I look forward to exploring the many different career paths for pharmacists and finding the area where I am most passionate. I enjoy going to spin classes and cooking new recipes, and I also have spent a lot of time gaining experience as an intern at Heber's Compounding Pharmacy and Giant Pharmacy. Jessica Michael. Jessica is from Pittsburgh and has a BS in biochemistry from Edinburgh University. My top two strengths are competition and learner. I plan to hold leadership positions in the organizations I feel passionate about and welcome every new opportunity that comes my way. During my undergrad, I was the 2-year captain of Edinburgh's women's volleyball team, the president of the Biological Honor Society, and was recognized as an American Chemical Society graduate. I love water skiing, gardening, and playing sports.
Leah Milan. Leah comes to us from Stroudsburg, Pennsylvania. My top strengths are positivity and strategic. I plan to apply for an ARCO and am most interested in the pediatrics ARCO. I'm interested in learning about providing in a VA hospital. At Pitt, I'm in the Pitt Dance Marathon and fundraise money for UPMC Children's Hospital. I love to sing and dance. I'm a proud first-generation college student. Aiko Minetti. Aiko comes from Plainfield, Illinois. My top strengths are harmony and responsibility. I plan to take advantage of opportunities that come my way and join organizations to discover new interests. I'm a member of the Pitt dance team. I enjoy running, crocheting, and reading. May Mukamal. May is from Murraysville, Pennsylvania. Two of my top strengths are empathy and positivity. I plan to personalize my education by gaining experience in multiple different fields of pharmacy and making connections with various healthcare professionals. I love to travel the world and explore different countries, go on walks, learn different languages, and spend time with friends and family. Kaylee Moyer. Kaylee comes from Allentown, PA. My top strengths are harmony and achiever. I plan to gain as much exposure as possible to all fields of pharmacy and join an ARCO that aligns with my interests. I enjoy kayaking and kickboxing. I also enjoy adventuring and trying new things with my friends. I love traveling and volunteering, such as my most rewarding trip to rebuild homes in Houston after Hurricane Harvey. Emma Munch. Emma comes from Fredonia, New York, and previously studied at the State University in New York, Fredonia. My top strengths are analytical and deliberative. I plan to personalize my education by potentially joining the global health area of concentration and pursue a hospital internship to develop new skills. At SUNY Fredonia, I was an active member of many organizations, the academic chair for Sigma Kappa, a chemistry TA and tutor. I enjoy skiing, travel, and gardening. Risha Musuku. Risha is from Reading, PA. My top strengths are responsibility and ideation. I plan to join organizations and take courses related to a career in the industry, as well as utilizing the faculty. At Pitt, I am the outreach chair for Eat at Pitt. In my freshman year, I also went to Honduras to work on improving public health practices. I love to travel and seek out new experiences. Christina Nguyen. Christina comes from Mechanicsburg, PA. My top strengths are integrity and charisma. I plan to continue working in the inpatient pharmacy at UPMC Presbyterian to gain experience and network within my community. I'm president of the Billiards Club, a P1 representative for the Jedi Committee, a member of Kappa Psi Pharmaceutical Fraternity, and a member of the Delta Alpha Pi International Honor Society. In my spare time, I like to volunteer at the Cat Lounge. Jolie Nguyen. Jolie comes from Vietnam. My top strengths are achiever and positivity. I plan to pursue a research ARCO and work with Pitt professors in research. I will utilize our organizations and career roundtables to gain advice and discover my interests in different fields. I'm a RX Prep mentor and represent my class on the Professional and Co-Curriculum Development Committee. I enjoy crocheting, playing badminton, and painting shirts with bleach. Tylena Nguyen. Tylena is from Egg Harbor Township, New Jersey. My top strengths are diligent and consistent. I play snowboarding, going to the gym, and hanging out with friends. A big accomplishment for me is having 2 internships while balancing school, work, and my social life. Walter Nieves Canabal. Walter is from Isabela, Puerto Rico, and has a BS in Industrial Microbiology from University of Puerto Rico, Mayagüez campus. My top strengths are learner and developer. I plan to complete research projects, be an RX ambassador, network with students, professors, and pharmacists, and become a mentor for PLS. I'm a church leader back home. I also cleaned and completed reforestation of different beaches. I enjoy surfing, exploring, and book reading. Amanda Nick Prelovic. Amanda's hometown is Westchester, New York. My top strengths are restorative and analytical. I plan to explore various topics and areas of research and industry and clinical care to discover my area of passion within pharmacy. I enjoy spending time with family and friends and exploring new places. Anjola Alua Olidayo. Anjola Alua comes to us from Bowie, Maryland. My top strengths are leadership and empathy. Going forward, I want to try to be more active in group dialogue and go to as many networking events as I can. I'm the president of the African Student Organization, an Obama Chesky Voyager Scholar, and one of the P1 class representatives. I am also an avid reader and a dancer. Cassidy Alsorin. Cassidy comes from Gettysburg, PA. Two of my top strengths are learning and focus. I plan to gain experience in as many fields of pharmacy as possible through shadowing and internships. This will ensure that I find the pharmacy path that is right for me so I can use my PharmD to its fullest potential. I'm an active member of 2 water skiing clubs, both at home and here in Pittsburgh. I also volunteer with a foundation that teaches those with disabilities how to water ski. Emily Padva. Emily comes from Percasey, PA. 2 of my top strengths are strategic and an activator. I intend to network with healthcare professionals specializing in dermatology, engaging in research, and contribute to the development of medications to address patients' skin-related conditions. While at Pitt, I held a leadership position in Sigma Sigma Sigma, a social sorority, and I'm a member of LKS. I also studied abroad in Florence, Italy. Nishesh Patel. Nishesh comes from Bridgewater, New Jersey, and previously studied at Rutgers University. My top strengths are discipline and communication. I plan to personalize my PharmD education by joining various pharmaceutical industry-oriented programs and conduct a research project related to disease states including diabetes. I enjoy playing the guitar, watching soccer, and boxing. Tina Pham. Tina's hometown is York, PA. My top strengths are work ethic and adaptability. I plan to gain leadership experiences through extracurricular activities and internships to find my passion for a specific field in pharmacy. Currently, I'm the P1 rep for the International Society for Pharmacoeconomics and Outcomes Research Club. I love to go out to different restaurants, try different cuisines, and dabble in photography. Victoria Polcher. Victoria comes from Georgetown. My top strengths are empathy and ambition. I plan to take advantage of research opportunities and focus on pharmaceutical neuroscience or psychology. I spend my free time interning at Giant Eagle Pharmacy. I'm the P1 representative for the American Association of Psychiatric Pharmacists, as well as a member of LKS. I enjoy working out and spending time with friends. Alyssa Polakovic. Alyssa is from Pittsburgh. My top strengths are positivity and consistency. I plan to personalize my education by obtaining a pharmacy internship, which will grow my knowledge about working in a pharmacy and improve my skills. I love to play tennis and soccer. I also like to travel and would love to visit Ireland. Jillian Price. Jillian is from Flemington, New Jersey. My top strengths are empathy and strategic. I want to shadow pharmacists to explore multiple areas of pharmacy and connect with professionals to learn from their experiences. I enjoy traveling, taking care of my plants, and to be creative through crochet and sewing projects.
Good afternoon and congratulations. Zelenina Pruitt. Zelena is from Houston, Texas, and has a degree in molecular biology from Pitt. My top strengths are communication and motivation. I plan on utilizing our academic and professional network to establish a basis for a global pharmaceutical career. I grew up doing gymnastics and cheered for Pitt throughout my undergraduate career. I spent 1 year in Germany as a CBYX youth ambassador, and I also taught Russian and German as an assistant at Pitt. Tyler Puyung. Tyler's hometown is Bridgewater, New Jersey. My top strengths are adaptable and achiever. I plan to explore my interests in oncology and immunology with a hope in rejoining research and participating in an ARCO. I enjoy trying new things, watching nature documentaries, and listening to music. Tyler is one of our legacy students with his sister Whitney Puyung, who graduated in 2023. Alea Rabino. Alea comes from Harrisburg, PA. My top strengths are achiever and consistency. I will personalize my PharmD journey by joining pharmacy clubs and tailoring core and elective rotations to align with my interests, talents, and career goals. I am a member of the Pitt Swimming Club, Ski Club, LKS, and APHA. Other hobbies of mine include volleyball and traveling. Elliot Reed. Elliot is from Tell City, Indiana, and has a BS in chemistry from Austin Peay State University. My top strengths are intellection and ideation. I plan on participating in research when possible. Before coming to Pitt, I served as Kappa Alpha Order, ran cross country, and served in student government. Paxton Reshless. Paxton's hometown is Olean, New York. My top strengths are achiever and restorative. I plan to personalize my education through engagement in specialized coursework focused on addressing healthcare disparities among underserved and vulnerable populations. I'm a member of LKS, Vice President of Membership of Sigma Delta Tau, and a pharmacy technician at Olean General Hospital. Catherine Rohana. Catherine comes from Enola, PA. My top strengths are perseverance and creativity. I plan to personalize my education by pursuing an area of concentration in pediatrics and by connecting with those already practicing in this area. I participate in Pitt's Dance Marathon as a staff member to raise money for Children's Hospital of Pittsburgh. Outside of school, you can catch me doing something creative or hanging out with friends. Ava Roma. Ava comes from Crescent Township, PA. My top strengths are responsibility and achiever. I plan to experience various fields of pharmacy through internships, rotations, and pursue a residency after graduation. I am the Vice President of SNAFA, a member of LKS, and enjoy golf, skiing, and traveling. Ava is also one of our legacy students with her cousin Matthew Joseph, class of 2014. Ziping Rong. Ziping comes from China and has a BS in biology from the University of California, Santa Cruz. My top strengths are learning and adaptability. I plan to utilize my strengths to personalize my education by working as a pharmacy intern in the neighborhood. I was a pre-professional badminton player in China. I also spent 2 years in Brazil when I was in middle school. Elizabeth Ross. Elizabeth is from Wading River, New York, and has a BS in biology from St. Vincent College. My top strengths are empathy and harmony. I plan on using many internship opportunities in the fields I am most interested, mainly hospital, ambulatory, and community. During undergrad, I was involved in marching band and Habitat for Humanity, in which I traveled to Fort Lauderdale, Florida, and Chatham, North Carolina, to help build housing for struggling families. My hobbies include figure skating and playing the piano and the guitar. Connor Ryan. Connor comes from Bloomsburg, PA, and has a BS in biomedical science and a minor in chemistry in Susquehanna University. My top strengths are determined leader and hard worker. I plan to continue my internships and serve the community at Rite Aid and UPMC. I am the P1 class president. Emily Schau. Emily is from Pennsburg, PA. My top strengths are problem solving and efficiency. I plan to gain experience and pursue clinical and hospital-based training to supplement my education. My hobbies are skiing and lifting. A significant accomplishment for me is the relationship and friendships I've made in the pharmacy school and at Pitt. Jenna Schneiderly. Jenna's hometown is Uniontown, PA. Two of my strengths include empathetic and futuristic. I plan to personalize my education by joining organizations while I will work to hold leadership positions. Throughout high school, I was heavily involved with the Academy of Fine Arts. I'm a current member of APHA and PPA. Outside of school, I like to spend time with family and travel. Rhea Shaw. Rhea comes from Downingtown, PA. My top strengths are ambitious and detail-oriented. I aim to personalize my education by joining the research ARCO, participating in pharmaceutical organizations, and gaining industry experience. I like to read and travel. Joy Sheng. Joy is from Berwyn, PA. Strengths are analytical and individualization. I plan to personalize my education by pursuing internship and volunteering opportunities in the various fields. At Pitt, I am the external vice president of Alpha Sigma Rho and a committee member of the Chinese American Student Association. I am also volunteer with the American Red Cross and enjoy crocheting and playing the piano. Manali Chef. Manali comes from Bridgewater, New Jersey. Top strengths are self-motivated and adaptability. I will personalize my education by getting experience in the pharmaceutical industry and joining either the business or the research ARCO. I enjoy tennis and volleyball. I enjoy traveling the world. Emmeline Snook. Emmeline is from Selinsgrove, PA. Two of my top strengths include achiever and individualization. I plan to personalize my education by joining the Global Health ARCO to improve access to quality healthcare worldwide, address health disparities, and promote wellness for all. At Pitt, I am a Global Ties mentor. I love skiing, paddleboard yoga, and traveling. I spent a summer semester studying abroad in Cyprus, as well as serving on a Pitt Medical Brigade trip to Honduras. Nadine So. Nadine comes from Basking Ridge, New Jersey. Top strengths are communicator and consistency. I plan to join the Global Health ARCO and pursue new research opportunities in order to better understand, to gain an understanding of the pharmaceutical industry. I am the P1 representative of the Code of Conduct Committee and involved in Kappa Psi, SIO, APHA, and RX Prep. Grace Soilis. Grace, hometown is Freeport, PA. Top strengths are discipline and consistency. I plan to personalize my education by doing an area of concentration in pediatrics to help reach my dream of working at Children's Hospital. Outside of school, you can find me planning my next concert to go to or next trip. I also enjoy shopping and doing hot yoga. Morgan Sproul. Morgan comes from Pitcairn, PA. My strengths are leader and reliable. I plan to take any opportunity that I can to have hands-on experiences. I am a member of LKS and AAPP. I am a junior Girl Scout leader.
Priyanka Subadi. Priyanka comes from Lancaster, PA, and has a biology degree from Millersville University. My top strengths are analytical and consistency. I plan to use hands-on experiences like internships and research to ensure comprehensive understanding and will actively seek feedback to refine my learning journey. I like to cook, hike, garden, and read. My biggest achievement involves earning my bachelor's degree as a first-generation student and relocating to a new city to commence a graduate program. Tessa Timmerman. Tessa comes from Newtown, PA. My two strengths are my ability to learn and adapt. I plan to personalize my PharmD education by joining the Geriatrics and Palliative Care ARCO. I enjoy listening to music, cooking, and reading. My favorite way to relax is to play the piano or guitar. Brooke Transu. Brooke is from Allentown, PA. Two of my top strengths are achiever and includer. I plan to personalize my education in a variety of ways, including pharmaceutical industry internships and industry courses. At Pitt, I am a member of LKS, APHA, and SNAFA. I love to travel and gain new experiences. I love giving back to my community and will continue to get involved throughout my time here at Pitt. Tara Chung. Tara comes from Bridgewater, New Jersey. Two of my top strengths are communication and adaptability. I plan to personalize my education through joining student organizations and ARCOs that will help me explore career options in psychiatric and specialty pharmacy. In my spare time, I'm a digital artist and have worked on character art for an independently produced visual novel game. Ilana Saitlin. Ilana's hometown is Pittsburgh. My top strengths are communication and empathy. I hope to personalize my education by focusing on improving my professional communication skills to improve patient care, education, and overall quality of life. I'm a member of LKS and the P1 representative for Operation Substance Use Disorder through APHA. Natalie Upright. Natalie comes from North Wales, PA. My top strengths are communication and adaptability. I plan to shadow pharmacists in different fields of pharmacy and take elective courses that cater to my future career path. I'm a member of the R-Explore Committee, RX Prep Mentor, and Kappa Psi, and Pit Dance Marathon staff member. I enjoy running and will be completing a marathon in the spring. Paige Urban. Paige comes from Bloomsburg, PA. My top strengths are determined and strategic. I plan to personalize my education by joining the Community Leadership and Innovation in Practice, ARCO, as I am most interested in community pharmacy. I'm a member of LKS and APHA. In my free time, I love traveling and exploring new places. Mark Van Orden. Mark comes from New Kensington, PA. Two of my top strengths are being analytical and deliberative. I plan to personalize my education by pursuing a research area of concentration and by working with faculty members on special topics. I'm an RX Prep mentor, and I often work with and calibrate 3D printers to make D&D materials and other items. Brooke Veit. Brooke comes from Bethlehem, Pennsylvania. My top strengths are effective communication and adaptability. I plan on seeking diverse clinical experiences, engaging with faculty mentors, and embracing continuous learning opportunities. Active living fuels my journey. Balancing pharmacy studies with the joy of reading and exploring Pittsburgh with friends allows me to obtain a holistic approach to learning and life. V. Thung Vu. V. Thung comes from Centerville, Virginia. My top strengths are proactivity and resilience. I intend to cultivate meaningful connections with both peers and professors, aiming to enhance networking opportunities and foster shared experiences. My hobbies include singing, playing the guitar and ukulele, crocheting, knitting, and running. My biggest accomplishment is running my first 10K this past September. Evan Walker. Evan's hometown is Pittsburgh. My top strengths are adaptability and achiever. I will keep my options open for all the fields within the world of pharmacy by learning what they all have to offer before deciding on what to pursue. Outside of school, I enjoy going to the movie theater every week. Caleb Walls. Caleb is from Uniontown, Pennsylvania. Two of my top strengths are analytical and discipline. I plan to personalize my education through involvement in pharmacy organizations such as APHA, PPA, and Kappa Psi. I was involved in the fine arts throughout high school and was awarded a drum major position my junior year. I currently work as a pharmacy intern and enjoy traveling and camping. Jaden Weiss. Jaden comes from Mountaintop, PA. My top strengths are learning and harmony. I want to learn more about pharmacy leadership and pharmacy academia and will most likely join the Pharmacy Business Administration, or ARCO. I plan to join pharmacy organizations and attain a leadership role. I'm a pharmacy intern at UPMC Presbyterian. I love to read, cook, try new recipes, and go to restaurants with my friends. Julie Westrick. Julie comes from Patton, PA. Two of my top strengths are achiever and harmony. I plan to work directly with faculty members on special topics, pursue a research area of concentration, and participate in pharmacy organizations to discover more of my interests. I volunteered for Habitat for Humanity and am a member of the American Chemical Society. I play in Summer League volleyball, enjoy photography and digital editing, and love to travel. Michael Zaleski. Michael is from Mountaintop, Pennsylvania. My top strengths are analytical skills and problem solving. I plan to engage in research opportunities and diverse clinical rotations. I will join various organizations to expand my interests. I am currently involved with club basketball and Greek life at Pitt. I enjoy watching sports, going to Pitt football games, skiing, and traveling. Anju Zhang. Anju comes from Kennett Square, Pennsylvania. My top strengths are restorative and woo. I plan to personalize my education by participating in research ARCOs and industry electives and seeking out opportunities to grow and develop my interests. I am currently the P1 representative for SIO, and in my free time enjoy collecting vinyls and watching football. John Joe. John's hometown is Media, PA. My top strengths are time management and harmony. I plan to personalize my education by doing the best I can to achieve future goals. I enjoy going to the gym, reading, and taking long walks on the beach. Kieran Ziegenfuss. Kieran's hometown is Horseheads, New York. My biggest strengths are to be an ally, promoter, and champion. I will strive for diverse clinical experiences and complete a suitable dashboard. I am an avid squash player and golfer. Please join me in congratulating the Doctor of Pharmacy, class of 2027. It is now my pleasure to introduce Dr. Ashley Firm, President of the Alumni Society.
Hello, and good afternoon. My name is Ashley Firm, and I am a pharmacist, Pitt alumna, and faculty of the university, although I'm within the School of Health and Rehabilitation Sciences. I join you here to celebrate the receipt of your white coat on behalf of the Pitt Pharmacy Alumni Society as the current president. I have spent much time thinking about what insightful wisdom to share or striking words to leave lasting impression. And I will be honest that I have not come up with an inspirational monologue that is set to change the trajectory of your career. So instead, I plan to share the story of why my white coat still hangs in my closet, almost a full decade after my own pharmacy school graduation. Behind my desk sits a framed photo receiving my white coat on my own ceremony, much like the one you just took. I don't have many memories from my own ceremony itself, but I do remember the feeling of such an accomplishment and the pride making the transition from the pharmacy student name badge, which is still affixed to my filing cabinet, to the student with the white coat. A feeling that I was now a part of the healthcare student community preparing to care for patients. The white coat truly became a bit of a security blanket over the next 3 years, accompanying me to my standardized patient finals and out into the community for my Silver Scripts experiences. The pockets were full of lab cards to remind me of the normal lab values, favorite pens for taking notes, and the snacks to make it through early morning rounds while waiting for lunch. The memories built with my classmates, many of whom have become my lifelong friends, oftentimes involves activities where we were wearing our coats. As I already mentioned, I still have my short white coat hanging in my own closet. It hangs alongside my first long coat given to me as a resident, and this long white coat with the beautiful Pitt colors that will hang right next to those. I am not a huge sentimental person, and I do not generally keep things as a collection, but my white coats feel very different to me. I hope you grow to love your white coats and the experience you gain wearing them all the same. Today is merely the beginning of your white coat relationship, one that will surely involve a lot of late nights and early mornings, caffeine and coffee stains, and a lot of laundry to keep it sparkly white. The mere act of putting on your white coat may already have you feeling a little different, standing taller, ready to take on the responsibility of representing yourself as a future pharmacist. Be proud of this moment and your future moments representing our profession. Take today to celebrate this accomplishment with your friends and family. The alumni and faculty are proud of your progress and will continue to provide you guidance and mentorship. On behalf of the Pitt Pharmacy Alumni Society, we welcome you to the profession of pharmacy. Congratulations.
Thank you, Dr. Firm. Next, I welcome Stephanie Pavlasky to the stage. Sorry, Samantha. Samantha is our third-year student pharmacist at the University of Pittsburgh School of Pharmacy and our current chapter president of the American Pharmacists Association Academy of Student Pharmacists. She will lead us in the pledge.
Hello, my name is Stephanie Pavlasky. Congratulations, class of 2027, on receiving your white coats today. As the APHA ASP president, I am honored to recite the Pledge of Professionalism with you. The Pledge of Professionalism evolved from the collaborative efforts of the American Pharmacists Association Academy of Student Pharmacists and the American Association Colleges of Pharmacy in order to define student professionalism. This Pledge of Professionalism indicates your willingness to assume the obligations and responsibilities of the profession of pharmacy. I now invite the School of Pharmacy class of 2027 to please stand. I also invite all pharmacists in the audience to stand and join the students in reciting the pledge. As a student of pharmacy, I believe there is a need to build and reinforce a professional identity founded on integrity, ethical behavior, and honor. This development, a vital process in my education, will help ensure that I am true to the professional relationship I establish between myself and society as I become a member of the pharmacy community. Integrity must be an essential part of my everyday life, and I must practice pharmacy with honesty and commitment to service. To accomplish this goal of professional development and to uphold values integral to the healthcare reform, I, as a student of pharmacy, will recognize my privilege, power, and position in healthcare institutions and beyond. I will use my status as a student professional to challenge the status quo and support the advancement of policies that create equitable pharmacy-based care. Advocate for patients and community health by leveraging this privilege to be a better ally, one qualified and willing to contribute to the well-being of all people. Commit to identifying and dismantling healthcare policies that perpetuate stereotypes, bias, and discrimination. Educate myself and others on prevalent events and issues and adjust practices to proactively improve the climate in the current world. By improving my cultural literacy, I am better equipped to provide quality care to all patients. Develop a sense of loyalty and duty to our commitment as pharmacy professionals by being a builder of an inclusive and equitable community, one who enthusiastically accepts the responsibility and accountability bestowed on my profession by the public. Foster professional competency through lifelong learning. I must continually develop cultural humility to cultivate respectful, trusting, and comfortable relationships with patients. I must strive for high ideals, teamwork, and unity within the profession to provide optimal patient care. Incorporate into my life and practice dedication to inclusive excellence. This will require an ongoing reassessment of my personal and professional values. Support my colleagues by actively encouraging personal commitment to the code of ethics as set forth by the profession and to the principles of the unprejudiced care as outlined in this document. Only by holding my coworkers and the overall healthcare system accountable can I truly be dedicated to excellence. The profession of pharmacy is one that demands adherence to a set of ethical standards. These high ideals are necessary to ensure the quality of care extended to the patients I vow to serve. As a student of pharmacy, this does not start with graduation. Rather, it begins with my membership in this university, community, and society. Therefore, I must strive to uphold these ideals and standards as I advance towards full membership in the profession of pharmacy. Thank you. You may be seated.
Thank you, Stephanie. Thank you, student pharmacists. Take a moment to take a deep breath and soak this day in. Look around, look at that white coat, all in the center, and enjoy this moment. We congratulate you, and we thank you for all the hard work that you've put into this first term. We cannot wait to see the remainder of your journey. I'd like to take a moment now for you to give the opportunity for a round of applause for all those loved ones in the audience. I know how special they are to you, so let's thank them for all their support. I also want to take this opportunity to thank the faculty, the staff, the alumni, and all of the stakeholders to continue to support this phenomenal tradition at the School of Pharmacy and our wonderful Pitt Pharmacy student pharmacists. Thank you.